Welcome back, all you beautiful people. It's tendy time. Let's turn up the heat. Starting with these fine gentlemen, we need to get these cleaned up. Hold the tendy vertical, find the white tendon, they've all got them. Take a fork and slide that tendon in between the tines, and then push that fork down and pull the tendon up. That tendon should slide straight out just like this. Continue this with all your tendies, and once all your gentlemen are tendon free, now we can move on to the marinade. This is also going to act as the wet step in the dredging process. We'll see that further on down the video, but for right now, grab a bowl large enough to hold all this wet mixture, plus the tenders that are about to get dropped in. Add 2 cups of buttermilk as the base, and then you can add a 1/4 cup of hot sauce of your choice, doesn't really matter. You're just looking for that acidity and that heat coming from that hot sauce. And then to finish this marinade, toss in all your spices, starting with 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and a nice hefty tablespoon of salt. And then 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Bring in that whisk, give it some whiskey business. Once it's all mixed up, looking beauteous, go ahead, toss in all those tendies, and let these bad boys soak for a minimum of 30 minutes. While they're soaking, let's get the dry ingredients together. It's time to bring in a new bowl, and to that bowl, we're gonna be adding the triple threat. 1 cup of starch. It could be potato starch, it could be corn starch. It's totally up to you. I've got potato starch. Next is 1 cup of flour. And for that crunch, we're going in with 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Now remember all those spices that I added to the wet? Yeah, we're doing that again. 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder. I almost forgot one thing, tablespoon of salt. And then again, 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of that cayenne. Give this a little bit of that whiskey business. And once that's all mixed up, now we need to get that oil ready. Bring in a pot large enough to hold a decent amount of oil, at least enough to fry off a couple tendies. Dump in that oil, fill that pot up, and then you can turn the heat on and bring that oil up to 350 degrees. While that oil is coming up to temperature, you should start dredging your chicken. Pull those tenders out of that soaking liquid and drop them into a separate bowl. One by one, drop it into that liquid, out of the liquid, into the dry. Give it a quick tap, 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 and back into that wet. And then from that wet, once again, back into the dry. Now from there, they're ready to be dropped into the oil. But we want to get all of them ready so they're all ready to be dropped at the same time. So just continue this process, wet, dry, and then that oil should be at 350. Now we're ready to fry. One by one, we're dropping each of these perfect little gentlemen into that hot oil to take a quick swim for about 5 to 7 minutes. Once they're nice and golden brown, looking beautiful as ever, check the internal temperature. It should be about 165 degrees. If they're not there, it's all right. Simply just let them continue swimming. But once they do make it, pull them out of that hot oil, drop them onto a paper towel just to kind of let them soak up a little bit of that excess oil, and your chicken's ready to go. You could eat it just like this. I don't know, drop it into some ketchup. To me, that's kind of boring. I'll go get the frozen chicken tenders or chicken nuggets if that's what I'm really craving. I want to make this a little extra fancy with a little bit of pizzazz. So we're going to make some hot honey. Into a pot, add a 1/2 cup of honey, a little splash of lemon juice, about 2 teaspoons, and 1 teaspoon of that cayenne pepper. Give it a quick mix, bring it up to a simmer. As soon as it comes to a simmer, it's ready. Now you can lather those beautiful, crispy chicken tendies with that perfect, bubbling, hot honey. And once lathered down, you've got some salty, sticky, slightly sweet with a little bit of heat. Ooh, who am I? Poet? God, you hear that? Dang. You just got some beautiful chicken tendies. And now, I think you know what time it is. It's time to dig in. Oh man, look at that. Hot honey chicken, tenders, tendies, it's tendy time. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Where do I even begin? Those are delicious. I'm kind of speechless. I mean, the seasonings, the spices, man, oh man, that honey, kind of like chicken and waffles vibe. You got the little sweet, heat, crunchy, salty. I mean, you got everything you want. This is absolutely delicious. Tendy time definitely just hit. I'm gonna eat the rest of these, so I'm gonna sign off here. But if you like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and until next time, peace.